Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to jump on that clout train that is Cyberpunk 2077 anime Edgerunners. Watching that the other day, and I know I'm a little late to this, but when This Fire by Franz Ferdinand started playing, I got all kinds of excited and I just had to jump on my guitar, and now I'm going to show you all how to play that song because it's a lot of fun. So to start out, we're going to take finger 2, finger 3. You're going to go to the 7th fret of the G string with finger 3. You're going to put finger 2 on the 6th fret of the B string. And then you're just going to give it a little, real simple. Just give it 2 little bops like that. Then you slide that up, same pattern. So it's going to be 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the G string and your 2nd finger on the 8th fret of the B string. And then the same deal, just give it a little bop bop. So in total we have, alright, we're getting there. So then you're going to take your 3rd and your 4th finger, your ring finger and your pinky. You're going to put those both on the 10th fret of the G and B string. Right there, just like that. Same deal. And from there, you just move them up a set of strings. So instead of the G and the B string, you're going to be B and E string on the 10th fret. So all in all, alright, that's the very first part of the intro. So once you've got that down, your finger placement that is, you're going to fill in that dead space with a little to keep it going. So one more time. So that's the first part of the intro and the verse. The second part, it's pretty similar. That's going to be your 2nd finger on the 7th fret of the G string, and your 3rd finger is going to be on the 8th fret. From there, you're going to take your 3rd and 4th finger, and you're going to play the 10th frets on the same strings. Now you're going to slide up so that your 3rd finger is on the 12th fret, and your 2nd finger is on the 11th. So you leave your 3rd finger on the same string and just slide it up, and your 2nd finger is already basically in position for that right there. And then the last one, you're going to take your pinky, which again is basically already in position. You're going to put it on the 12th fret of the E string, and what you're going to play is just these two. The 12th fret of the G string and the 12th fret of the E string. Just like that. So all in all, that bit is going to sound like. So to play the entire intro together, it will sound like. And then when you add your little scratches in between to keep the rhythm going, just like that. Oh, let me play a little slower. Now underneath all that, he's going to be playing D, so where it's going to sound like, and then G. And it goes back and forth between D and G so that it's D, G. And while that starts on D and goes to G, back and forth, D, G, D, G, he actually starts the vocals on G. So it flips it around. So the intro is D to G, but the verse is actually G to D, even though he just keeps playing the same thing. To show you what I mean there, it's... Fire. So he starts singing on the second part, basically. Which means he also ends on what was the first part. So it used to go D to G, and then it goes G to D, and it actually will finish on the D. So, to go into the chorus from there, because that is the whole verse, that's all he plays, there's a little pre-chorus that he plays first. So after you hit that last note in the D area, right there, you're going to go to an E chord. So it's going to be first finger barring the 7th fret, and then you're going to have your third finger on the 9th fret of the D string. Your pinky is going to go on the 9th fret of the G string, and your second finger is going to go on the 8th fret of the B string. So it's going to be an E minor. And he plays that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then goes down to a D minor. It's the same chord pattern, you just move it all down 2 frets. So that's the pre-chorus. Go from the verse to the pre-chorus, E minor, D minor, and then we get into the chorus, which is going to be that same D minor. You stay right there, you just change up how you're playing it. So that's going to go... And from there, he goes to a B flat major. So you're going to be on the 1st fret of the A string, and then you're going to be on, with your 3rd finger, the 3rd fret of the D string, 3rd fret of the G string for your pinky. And also with that pinky, you're going to kind of press down on the 3rd fret of the B string. So you'll get that sound. Right before he comes back to that D minor, he's going to swing up to a D sharp. And that is how you play the whole chorus. So then he goes from there back into the verse, starting on D, but starting singing on G. And he goes into another chorus again, except on the second chorus, he doesn't end by going to B flat like normal. He goes from D minor to an F sharp minor. And then to an E minor. So for that F sharp, you're going to play, first finger on the 9th fret of the A string, then the 11th frets of the D and G string. Your second finger is going to go on the 10th fret of the B string. And of course with that first finger you are barring all the way down, so it's also going to cover the 7th fret of your E string. And then back to the E. He starts picking it like he does the intro. And from there, the bridge is going to go between these two right here. So it's going to go from F sharp to E. So that's an F sharp minor, and an E minor. And underneath that, as he's singing, he says, so he finishes the chorus with, this fire is out of control, I'm gonna burn this city, burn this city. This fire is out of control, I burn, out of control and I burn. Oh, how I burn for you. And when he sings that, oh, how I burn for you, there's a little guitar line underneath that matches the vocals. I actually didn't know it was there for a long time, because if you're just listening to the words, you'll never even hear it. It plays the same exact notes that his vocals do, and it actually just makes him sound like he's harmonizing a lot better than he maybe is. So what you play there is your third finger on the 9th fret of the D string. And then you've got your first finger for the 7th fret of the D string. So, and then you're going to come up to the 10th fret of the A string and the 9th fret of the A string. So, and then finish it off with a B, 7th fret of the A string. Time real slow. Burn. So that's the 7th fret of the A string and E. Oh, how I burn for you. So right there, it's 2nd fret of the A string, or second note in the E scale, that is. 9th fret of the A string. Then the 7th fret. Then you're going to go to the 10th fret of the E string, 6th fret of the A string, and finish on another B. So. Oh, how I burn for you. And then it goes into this crazy little bit that like diminishes itself slowly. So he starts with the E minor, and you're just going to play his bottom 3 strings for the first guitar part. So it's going to be 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the G string. Your 2nd finger is going to be on the 8th fret of the B string, and your 1st finger on the 7th fret of the E string. So, and you pick it just like everything else in the song, kind of. Do that 4. So now you're going to change it to where these two are the same, but you're going to be playing the 8th fret on the G string now. So instead of, you're going to go down to, and the other 2 strings you play the same notes. You're going to play the 8th fret of the B string, 7th fret of the E string. And then it moves that note down again, so that for the B and the E string you're still playing the same thing, but now you're playing the 7th fret of the G string. So to start that over, and then it finishes on a B, which you're going to play, your first finger is going to bar these first 2 strings right here on the 7th fret, so it's going to be E and B, 7th fret. Then your 2nd finger goes to the 8th fret of the G string, and then your 3rd finger goes to the 9th fret of the D string. And that's it. So here we go. One more time through that. And underneath that, there's the other guitar is going to go, while you're diminishing that E down to an E flat, down to a D, you're also going to play a lower octave right here on the 7th fret of the E string. And then finish with an actual B major chord right here. So that's going to be 7th fret of the E string power chord. And you're going to put your 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the A string. Your pinky's going to go on the 9th fret of the D string. And your middle finger is going to go on the 8th fret of the G string. Just like that. So while one guitar goes... The other one goes. All right, and that basically finishes up the song, honestly, because from there they're just going to go back into a intro / verse again. They're going to play the chorus one more time, and at the very end of the chorus they just finish on a D and they just gotta go crazy, and that is really all there is to that song. Hope y'all learned something. Y'all make sure and drag me down in the comments, let me know how bad I did, and let me leave y'all with a question here. I've heard a lot of talk about joysticks lately, and people play inverted or not. How do you play? And tell me why that's the best way to play. Because I play it normal, quote, normal. My best friend plays inverted, but he tells me I'm playing backwards. Bro, yours says inverted. What are you talking about? I think that's weird as hell, man. But that's cool. I mean, I like weird. Weird's cool. Stay weird. Y'all like, subscribe, have a good time, man. I'm getting the hell out of here. I appreciate y'all giving me a minute. Deuce.